There's just a few days left till Christmas. It'll be here soon. Ain't finished with your gift list. Oh, the time is so short. You're lazy as can be. Get off your butt now and go shop for your family. You waited too long. You were stalling. You should have done this weeks ago. So get up, get hauling. Now that time is so tight, you'll be shopping Christmas Eve night. There's just a few days till Christmas.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to NSS. This is the Reynolds Report. Brock Lesnar was just hit with a 1-year suspension and a massive $250,000 fine for 2 failed drug tests at UFC 200. Lesnar beat Mark Hunt at 200 on July 9th in Vegas. It was later announced that Brock failed 2 drug tests, one leading up to and the other the night of the fight. The Nevada State Athletic Commission Thursday announced Lesnar's punishment, a $250,000 fine and a year suspension. But it's not all bad news for Brock. The suspension, which could have been longer, was retroactively started in July, meaning he'll be eligible to fight again in a few months. Brock wasn't the only superstar fighter who had their day of reckoning. Nate Diaz was also handed down punishment for his UFC 202 news conference melee with Conor McGregor. Nate's punishment? $50K plus 50 hours of community service. McGregor, for the same incident, was fined $75,000 and ordered to film an anti-bullying PSA along with community service. Sources say Donald Trump has approached Sylvester Stallone for a top arts-related position in his administration. The Rocky star, a longtime fan of the Donald, is said to be pumped over the job. The likely position would be chairman of the National Endowment for the Arts, a federal agency that doles out funds to aspiring artists and creative projects. If Stallone is formally offered the job, his appointment will have to be approved by Congress. Hey, if you feel like all the gifts you buy for your kids just go to waste, why not try the Drunken Monkey instead?
I just don't know what to get my kids for Christmas this year. I always spend way too much money on something they play with one time and never touch again. I want to get them something they'll remember for a long time.
We've got the perfect gift for you. Something your kids will never forget.
Yeah, I've heard that before. Then they ignored the Furby, they lost their DS, they took apart the Tickle Me Elmo to see how it worked, and they broke their Etch-a-Sketch and got silver stuff all over the carpet.
None of that'll happen this year. Introducing the Christmas present your kids will never forget. The Drunken Monkey.
Drunken Monkey? Hey, that sounds fun.
Fun? Your kids have never had this kind of fun before. The Drunken Monkey is an unruly, untamed, and non-housebroken monkey that has been drinking beer in Captain Morgan since we bought him from a monkey breeder outside of Litchfield. For obvious reasons, we can't say exactly where. Your Drunken Monkey will change your life right from the very first day you bring him home.
Mom, the Drunken Monkey is throwing poop at us.
Yeah, and he's drinking your perfume and lit the couch on fire.
Oh, that Drunken Monkey.
The Drunken Monkey provides hours of entertainment. Your kids will enjoy the noise, the smell, the running, the chasing, and did we mention the noise? And if that's not enough for you, for a limited time, try the Rabid Drunken Monkey.
Rabid Drunken Monkey?
You bet. He has all the qualities of a drunken monkey, but he was bit by a badger with rabies.
Wow, kids, look! A rabid Drunken Monkey!
The Drunken Monkey and the Rabid Drunken Monkey. Available now in a van behind the Kmart, just $1.99, and we'll throw in free hand sanitizer.
Mom, the Drunken Monkey drank the hand sanitizer.
Oh, that Drunken Monkey. He's crazy.
And the Drunken Monkey just bit me. I feel kind of dizzy.
Wow, you were right. We never will forget forget this Christmas. Thanks, Drunken Monkey.
Drunken Monkey and Rabid Drunken Monkey, sold separately.
Mom, the drunken monkey is f***ing a cat.
As expected, Rogue One, a Star Wars story, was a big hit on its opening weekend. It takes place before Luke Skywalker destroyed the Death Star in the original Star Wars, but after George Lucas destroyed the franchise in the prequels. Donald Trump met with ex-NFL players Jim Brown and Ray Lewis on Friday. Between the three of them, there are 10 sexual harassment charges, 6 domestic violence investigations, 2 murder charges, and a partridge in a pear tree. Ryan Lochte announced his wife is pregnant. Once again, it happened at gunpoint in a gas station bathroom. The inventor of the anti-choking Heimlich maneuver, Henry Heimlich, passed away at 96. Sadly, he passed away before he could help any of the Cleveland Browns. Security officials report that China has now installed heavy artillery on those South China Sea islands it built. Whatever happened to the good old days when the worst thing you'd find on a deserted island was Gilligan? If you use Advil or Tylenol for pounding headaches, a new study finds that long-term use of those painkillers can ruin your hearing. So experts are recommending swallowing the pills rather than stuffing them in your ears. An alert has been issued in Canada telling motorists to not confront any moose they find licking the road salt from their vehicles. This is why I would never buy one of those Chevy margaritas. Time for Nobody Gives a Scientists report they've made a significant breakthrough in fighting the aging process. Yes, it's called Photoshop. Hey, aging, nobody gives a For the 5th consecutive year, Hawaii has been named America's healthiest state. And once again, America's most diseased state is the political system. Hey, Hawaii, nobody gives a And Friday was National Ugly Sweater Day. Finally, Bill Cosby had some good news. Hey, ugly sweaters, nobody gives a Thanks, everybody. We have a new episode of the Reynolds Report for you every weekday. Be sure to check out NSS Live, starring Frank D'Angelo and his celebrity panel of guests, including the legendary Phil Esposito. Tuesdays and Thursdays, NSS Live.